Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading for September 2016. This month I'm working with 2 decks again, so let's go ahead and get started. This deck here is going to be for confirmation, so I'm just going to put it to the side here while we get our 9 cards. Okay, so I've already properly shuffled the deck. I'm just going to give it another quick shuffle just like this. This is the love reading for Sagittarius for September 2016. Love reading for Sagittarius, September 2016. What energies are around Sagittarius as far as love and romance for September 2016? Love and romance for Sagittarius, September 2016. Okay, so let's get you 9 cards. First card is the 8 of Coins. Seven of Cups. Nine of Coins. Faith, which is the Hierophant. Five of Wands. Eight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Two of Swords, and the final card will be this one here, and it is Death. At the bottom of the deck, this is, the theme around your love life for September, and you have a 7 of Wands. So to me, the 7 of Wands is a card of standing up to other people, standing your ground. This is, a card telling you to be self-confident. So I feel like whether you're married or you're single, there may be someone that you have to confront. For those who are single, it could be someone from the past. It could also just be for those who are single that you're afraid. You're afraid to put yourself out there. Maybe you're afraid of dating because maybe you feel, this card, the message behind this card is that you feel other people are stronger than you in some way. You feel like you can't win. So you might kind of be feeling, you may not be feeling very self-confident when it comes to dating, those who are single, but this is what you have to work with. You're going to have to still kind of put yourself out there. For those who are in a relationship, I feel like this is, especially with what I see going on here, there's something that you have to face. The 7 of Wands, like I said, this is kind of putting your foot down, standing your ground, and this could be confronting your partner about something that you don't really want to talk about. This just means kind of bringing things out into the open, and not kind of hiding from your problems anymore. Okay, so let's take it one card at a time. The first card is the 8 of Coins. So this card is a reference to work, but since this is a love reading, I feel like it's more of, they're telling you that your love life in September is a work in progress. And, whenever I see the depiction of this card, I always feel like I get this energy that someone is troubled in, kind of looking at a relationship to see like what the problem is. Either you're looking at a relationship to see if this is still something that you want to pursue. So for those who are single, you might also be looking at your love life, but you're not studying another person. Those who are single, I feel like you're studying yourself. Again, there's this energy of the 7 of Wands where you may not be feeling very self-confident when it comes to your love life. And so I feel like for you, those who are single, that you're looking at yourself, maybe your past, and you're seeing that there's some work to do when it comes to trust and maybe just kind of being open to new people and new relationships. But like I said, for those who are single, it's like I get this feeling that you're troubled and that you see there's some conflict between you and your partner. I see that here in the 5 of Wands as well. It's like you're troubled, and I get this feeling that some of you, like, you see what's going on, but you don't really understand what you're supposed to do. You don't know what to do about this. And literally we have that energy right here. The 7 of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of confusion. When this card comes up, there's a lot of things going on inside of you emotionally, and you may be kind of, also just overwhelmed with choices. For those who are single, it could be that there's more than one person getting your attention, or you love more than one person. I mean, I'm saying for those of you who are single, but this might even be, coming up for those who are already in a committed relationship, or even married. I'm just going to throw that out there. You might be confused about what your feelings are telling you. Maybe that's why we have this message from the Eight of Coins saying there's a lot of work to do. Again, here, there could be more than one person, and you're torn. And it could be that, you have to make a decision here with the Seven of Wands. Stand your ground and confront someone and kind of say, I've made my choice. And maybe you're saying, and the choice is not you. I feel like you have your work cut out for you. But for those who are in a relationship, I feel like there's still, there's confusion. I got that from the Eight of Coins. And I feel like you're confused about what's going on in your relationship, and whether you want to continue, or you don't really understand your partner's behavior, or you don't really understand the way they think. You don't know what the future holds for you. You also have the Nine of Coins. So, this is a very kind of material card. So, even though this is a love reading, I feel like financially, things may be perfect. You may be very, financially stable. So I feel like your attention will not be on that in the month of September. Maybe not for everyone, but I feel like for the most part, you kind of feel like you're in a good place financially. So your relationship will be front and center. But this card usually, it is, especially for women, this is a message that you need to be more like independent. Don't rely too much on your partner. Don't lean on them too much. I feel like someone might be kind of breaking away, maybe not in the form of like moving out or divorcing, but it's like you need some space in order for you to really blossom. And it might be not just for women, but also for men. Like in some way, you need to kind of blossom as an individual. It's like I kind of feel like somebody is kind of blocking like your inner light. Maybe, you're confused about this. Maybe you don't see this. I feel like here somebody's like coming full circle, really kind of showing the world what they can do, but it could be that your spouse or your partner is not on the same page when it comes to material abundance, when it comes to self-confidence. Like I see some type of battle going on here, and it could be that, you might begin to see the differences between you and your partner. But this is a card, kind of telling you that financially, like you will be in a good place. You will be focusing on other things in September. And then you have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, to me, this is a very kind of spiritual card. It represents your angels and your guides. And I kind of feel like some of you, because of what I get here from the Eight of Coins and the Seven of Cups, even the Five of Wands, that some of you might be turning more to spirit, trying to get answers. I feel like you don't really understand what's going on inside of you. You don't understand what's going on in your relationship. You don't understand what's going on with your partner. I mean, let's go ahead and look at this card right here. The Five of Wands. And notice how similar they look. Even though this is a major arcana and this is a minor, they're both kind of, like fiery. Except this is spirit and this is like egos clashing and arguments and misunderstandings. And I feel like you're turning to spirit in, whatever form that means for you, whether it means you're getting a reading or you're praying or you're meditating. Because I feel like there's a lot of conflict going on here. Like you and your partner. It could be between you and your partner. I feel like for the majority of you, it's just kind of like minor bickering back and forth. And I don't know, I feel like you're starting to kind of see the differences between you and your partner that maybe you didn't see before. And you're turning to spirit to kind of like get the answer of how do I fix this? How do we stay together? But I also feel like for some of you, you might be sucked into drama, by other people, like family or close friends. I feel like don't get sucked into like other people's negativity, because here I kind of feel like somebody's trying to drag you down. It could even be someone like interfering in your relationship. And again, here it's like you're choosing to not engage. You're removing yourself and your partner from that equation. You don't want to get sucked into someone else's kind of weird and negative energy. Now, for those who are single, I feel like here, you know, you're with the Hierophant, you're really kind of turning to spirit in order to find answers when it comes to your love life. I did feel, because you have the Seven of Wands as a theme of your reading, that you're dealing with some self-confidence issues, and because this card is here, I feel like there's an opportunity, especially with Death being the final card. It could represent a major event in your life, a new beginning. I feel like there's an opportunity for love in September for those who are single. But you're not really feeling it. You're not feeling very self-confident, so you're turning to spirit. And like I said, for couples, it could be that you're turning to someone for a reading, but I feel like you're really kind of tuning into your intuition and inner guidance, trying to figure out where you belong. To me, the Hierophant also represents like finding a kindred spirit. Whether, you know, it's a soulmate or your twin flame, you really want to feel like you belong somewhere. You just don't want to have a partner. You want to feel that you have that, you know, really kind of spiritual soulmate connection. I even kind of feel, I didn't mention it, but I kind of feel like those who are in a relationship, you might be turning to spirit again because you feel like you don't have that kindred spirit connection, and you want to find out what you can do to change that. Now over here you have the Eight of Wands, so this represents, you know, a lot of excitement and a lot of change. And this card usually comes up after you've not really seen anything exciting happen in your love life. This could also represent an exciting message or communication. And for some of you, you know, this could be why you have the Seven of Wands down here as a theme of your reading. It could be that some type of message comes through from the past for those who are single, where you're kind of excited to hear from the person, but at the same time you're terrified. You have to confront something or someone from the past. But this card does represent, you know, good news, exciting news. It's a suit of spirit and fire. It fires you up. It also represents, you know, a lot of change and sometimes travel. So I feel like for those of you that are struggling in a relationship, just because, you know, the messages we have here, which are kind of not so positive, especially like these four, this might be that everything kind of changes for you. As long as you're confronting your problems and you're not kind of sticking your head in the sand and refusing to see what's going on, this can mean that, you know, you're finally able to leave the past in the past and grow together as a couple. But I feel like for those who are single, like this is something exciting that catches you off guard, like a message from the past, or just kind of, you know, meeting that kindred spirit. Now, over here we have the Knight of Swords. So this represents, to me, this represents like impulsive thoughts, impulsive actions. I'm kind of getting, when I'm looking at the cards around it, for some, I kind of feel like something may come through here, something may manifest. For those who are in a relationship or even single, I feel like you might do something unexpected with the Knight of Swords. You're just kind of very impulsive, and there's a lot of like action, especially, you know, after the Eight of Wands. I feel like those that are really kind of tuning in here and looking for like a deeper meaning in life, tuning into their guidance, whether that means prayer or getting a reading, whatever it is, you're no longer stuck in a rut. You take action, you get out of this energy of the Five of Wands where there's a struggle. And I feel like here, these two cards are very similar because these two cards represent action and things moving forward really, really fast. This represents a lot of things happening at the same time, and this represents action after a time of non-action. So I feel like once you're really kind of tuning in and standing your ground, something big changes, whether you're single or in a relationship. But you also have the Two of Swords. So again, I feel like it's not quite that easy because I feel like here this is a struggle. This is part of the struggle going on down the center of the reading. The Seven of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Two of Swords. This represents like not wanting to do something, not wanting to take action, not wanting to see something, and, you know, maybe something negative in a relationship. Again, this is the theme for the month, is standing your ground. not feeling intimidated by your partner, not feeling intimidated by what other people are going to think of the decisions that you make. Here is like somebody, you know, that doesn't want to see what's going on in their love life, doesn't want to see what's happening to their love life. There's a decision pending, a decision that you have to make. And I feel like, you know, seeing the Knight of Swords here, that something happens when you're really kind of tuning in here and you're listening to your intuition. You take some type of action. Finally, you take some type of action, especially with the Death card here. I mean, like I said, this is impulsive thinking or an impulsive action. You just kind of, you don't think, you just do it. This is like being stuck in a dilemma and not wanting to make a decision. And this is something huge happening in your life. An ending and a new beginning. Starting over, a huge transformation. So I feel like those of you that have been stuck in a rut, something may happen, something may trigger you. And I feel like it's, you know, guidance and kind of seeing that there's some work for you to do in your love life. And you finally, you know, you finally have the guts to stand up to the situation, to your partner. You're no longer going to be stuck in this weird energy going down the center of the reading. And you do the unexpected. And this big, you know, that brings in like a big transformation in your love life, an ending and a new beginning. For those who are single, again, they're, you know, for you, the Two of Swords, it could represent that you don't want to confront, you know, something from the past. Maybe the decision is that you have to let go of someone from the past. Maybe you don't even realize that this person's energy is still around you. You might, you know, see this person, seeing the Seven of Wands there. It could be that you're confronting this person. This is just a difficult decision for those who are single. It might, you know, that difficult decision, it might be because the Knight of Swords is here, that you just throw caution to the wind and you decide to trust again. The impulsive decision could be that you trust someone new that comes into your life, that you're self-confident. And for you, the Death card represents, you know, that you're in a relationship now, that you're able to trust. There's been a huge change in your life. So, looking at this reading, I mean, the struggle that we see is going down the center of the reading here. The Seven of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Two of Swords. I feel like some of you are dealing with issues of more than one partner, those who are single, or in a relationship. There could be confusion, there could be arguments, misunderstandings, and maybe just not getting along and not quite knowing where your partner's coming from, noticing the differences, and also like not wanting to make a change that you know that you have to make. Again, it's time to like really stand your ground and not be intimidated either by your partner, the action you have to take, or what, you know, what other people are going to think about your decisions. Okay, so let's see what confirmation comes up for you. What additional confirmation is there for the sign of Sagittarius for September 2016? Additional confirmation for Sagittarius. Okay, so let's get 3 cards for you. First card, Knight of Wands. Eight of Cups. Three of Wands. At the bottom of this deck you have Five of Swords. Okay, so there are some challenging cards over here too, especially this Five of Swords. I'm noticing that both cards at the bottom of the deck are kind of asking you to pay attention in September. Pay attention to the decisions that you're making. Pay attention to something that you don't want to confront. To me, let me just bring it up close here so my camera will focus. You have the Five of Swords. To me, the Five of Swords, this could represent... I'm just kind of drawn to that sword in her back. I feel like be careful that you're not... I don't get the feeling that, you know, that you're being stabbed in the back. That would be like the Ten of Swords. But I feel like... make sure that you're not making decisions where you're kind of... you're going to end up feeling stabbed in the back by yourself. Because the Five of Wands represents kind of sometimes being your own worst enemy, making a decision you wish you could take back. And it represents, you know, kind of looking back and wishing you could change something about an action that you took, a decision that you made, and kind of feeling like I shouldn't have pursued that, I shouldn't have done that. Since this is a love reading, I feel like this could be a decision regarding a partner. Like I said, over here, I mean, they're telling you it's time to stand your grounds. I feel like refusing, sticking your head in the sand, refusing to take action, refusing to see there's something wrong. For those of you that have like a troubled relationship, like this will like backfire in some way. Now the first card over here is a Knight of Wands. So for those who are single, this could be, you know, something really positive for you. This could be someone coming into your life, a knight in shining armor. This could be someone who is a fire sign or could represent you. But this card usually represents kind of moving on for something negative and oppressive, which has been like all over this reading. Moving on for something negative and oppressive, and sometimes someone also comes in and gives you, you know, kind of a push, a helping hand. It could be someone that comes in where you're romantically involved with the person, or it could be someone that kind of helps you out. But it represents, you know, kind of change and being like really excited and fired up and like wanting to see something change in your love life. So I feel like this month you're ready to kind of look at what has not been working for you. Like you're no longer, there's this energy of being afraid, but I feel like you're getting past this and you're ready to make decisions no matter what they are. You do have the Eight of Cups here. For some of you, you might be kind of seeing that something is just not making you happy anymore. It's not what you thought it was. It's not what it used to be. The Eight of Cups represents walking away and changing your mind. So for those who are in a relationship, they're telling you that, you know, don't hang on to something where you feel like you can't make, you know, you can't make the decision that you want to. The Two of Swords is just kind of like, I'm stuck and I can't do anything about it, kind of like the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Cups is just telling you that, you know, you may have a change of heart. And this may not be a negative thing. It may be that you decide to leave the past in the past. You finally confront your partner with the problems that you're having, and you're leaving emotional baggage in the past and you move on. For those who are single, I feel like this is like, again, you're leaving the past in the past. You're not going into a new relationship with old baggage. And also I feel like you may be changing your mind as far as like your outlook in life. I feel like you're being more optimistic. You're in touch with spirit, your intuition, and you're just choosing to focus on the positive for those who are single. The Three of Wands. So to me, this is like a, you know, future-oriented card. You're looking towards the future. You're not looking towards the past. So I feel like for those who are in a relationship, I feel like you're setting like healthy goals as a couple. Again, you know, issues are being brought up, and I see them all over this reading. I feel like you're setting goals for the future. This is where I want to be. This is what we need to work on. And I feel like that's exactly what you need to do. Some of you may do that, some others may not. You have the Five of Swords, which means those that don't, you're making, I don't want to say the wrong decision, but the decision that may come back and haunt you. This backfires on you. The Five of Swords is a kind of like an energy that backfires. So I feel like here they're telling you you should be setting healthy goals for each other, you know, with each other as a couple, and looking towards the future and not towards the past. For those who are single, I feel like here, you know, you're being optimistic, especially seeing it next to the Eight of Cups. You're choosing to let the past go, emotional baggage. You're not going to focus on that anymore, and you're looking towards the future. You're waiting for an opportunity. And like I said, with the Death card over here, this is the major opportunity, the biggest opportunity that you've been waiting for is here. But it could involve, you know, being more self-confident and leaving the past in the past. Okay, Sagittarius, this has been your love reading for September 2016. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.